In the vast chronicles of Tolkien's legendarium, one name stands as the shadow behind every great conflict: Morgoth, the first Dark Lord and the father of all corruption. His insatiable thirst for power and dominance cast a dark veil over the world of Arda. His tale is one of divine rebellion, catastrophic betrayals, and an evil so profound that its echoes shape the destinies of elves, men, and all creation. Welcome back. Today we delve into the dark legacy of Morgoth, Middle-earth's first Dark Lord. Let's get started. Before he became Morgoth, the malevolent lord was known as Melkor, the most powerful of the Ainur created by Eru Ilúvatar, the One. Among the Ainur, Melkor stood apart, gifted with unmatched strength and intellect. During the music of the Ainur, a divine symphony meant to shape the universe, Melkor sought to impose his own themes, disrupting the harmony of Ilúvatar's design. This rebellion marked the first act of defiance in a long history of discord. Despite his dissonance during the music, Melkor descended to Arda with the Valar, the mightiest of the Ainur who had entered the world to prepare it for the children of Ilúvatar. Yet, Melkor's heart burned with jealousy. He coveted the flame imperishable, the spark of creation, and desired dominion over all things. His lust for power soon led him to break with the Valar, setting himself as their adversary. Upon Arda's forming, Melkor's desire to rule led him to wage war against the Valar. He marred the world with his malice, corrupting its beauty and sowing discord wherever he went. He claimed dominion over the world's northern reaches, establishing his first stronghold at Utumno. From this fortress, Melkor unleashed his destructive will, creating monstrous beings like Balrogs and twisting many Maiar into his servants. It was during this time that he earned the name Morgoth, which means dark enemy, bestowed upon him by Feanor, the greatest of the Noldor elves. The title reflected not only Melkor's enmity, but also the corruption he brought to Middle-earth. Morgoth's malice touched even the natural world. He unleashed bitter winters, corrupted beasts, and defiled the very essence of Arda itself. One of Morgoth's most infamous acts was his theft of the Silmarils, 3 radiant jewels crafted by Feanor. These jewels contained the light of the 2 trees of Valinor, Telperion, and Laurelin. Morgoth's envy of their beauty drove him to heinous acts. With the aid of Ungoliant, the great spider of darkness, Morgoth destroyed the 2 trees, plunging Valinor into darkness. Fleeing with the Silmarils to Middle-earth, Morgoth fortified his new stronghold, Angband, guarded by the Iron Crown upon which he set the jewels. The theft of the Silmarils incited the Noldor to pursue him, leading to the Oath of Feanor and the exile of the elves. This oath, sworn by Feanor and his sons, cursed them to pursue Morgoth at any cost, entangling them in a saga of tragedy and betrayal. Morgoth's reign over Middle-earth was marked by ceaseless conflict. The First Age was defined by the Wars of Beleriand, a series of cataclysmic battles between Morgoth and the forces of the elves, men, and dwarves. Despite the valor of his enemies, Morgoth's power was overwhelming. His armies of orcs, wolves, and other fell creatures ravaged the lands. Key moments in these wars include the Battle Under the Stars, the Battle of the Sudden Flame, and the Battle of Unnumbered Tears. Morgoth's forces were initially defeated by Feanor's vanguard. However, Feanor was mortally wounded by Balrogs led by Gothmog, and his death marked the beginning of the elves' long struggle against Morgoth. Morgoth broke the siege of Angband with rivers of fire, overwhelming the elven strongholds and devastating Beleriand. This battle marked the ascendancy of Morgoth's power. Morgoth's ultimate victory came with the crushing defeat of the union of elves, men, and dwarves. This catastrophic battle decimated his enemies and cemented his dominion over Beleriand. Amidst the devastation of the First Age, Fingolfin, High King of the Noldor, performed an act of unparalleled defiance. Consumed by grief and rage at the destruction wrought by Morgoth, Fingolfin rode alone to the gates of Angband to challenge the Dark Lord. The duel that followed was a clash of titans. Fingolfin, though outmatched in size and power, fought with unmatched skill and valor. He wounded Morgoth 7 times, leaving the Dark Lord limping for the rest of his existence. Yet, despite his heroic efforts, Morgoth's overwhelming strength prevailed. With his hammer, Grond, Morgoth struck Fingolfin down. Even in death, Fingolfin's defiance resonated. Thorondor, the great eagle, rescued his body and bore it away, ensuring his deeds remained a symbol of hope against despair, proving that even the greatest darkness could be challenged with courage. One of Morgoth's most insidious acts was the curse he laid upon Húrin, a mortal man who defied him. Captured during the Battle of Unnumbered Tears, Húrin was chained to a peak and forced to witness the ruin of his family through Morgoth's malevolent designs. Morgoth's cruel machinations ensured that every attempt by Húrin's family to resist or find peace ended in further tragedy, deepening the despair and chaos that the Dark Lord delighted in sowing across Middle-earth. Húrin's son, Túrin Turambar, became a tragic figure whose life was plagued by Morgoth's curse. Despite Túrin's valor, his life ended in despair, and his tale stands as a testament to the far-reaching consequences of Morgoth's malice. Despite his near omnipotence, Morgoth's reign was not eternal. The Valar, moved by the prayers of Arundil the Mariner, finally intervened. They launched the War of Wrath, a cataclysmic confrontation that brought the armies of Valinor to Middle-earth. The host of the Valar, led by Eonwë, the Herald of Manwë, overwhelmed Morgoth's forces. Morgoth was ultimately captured, and his stronghold of Angband was destroyed. As punishment for his crimes, the Valar cast Morgoth into the void, beyond the confines of the world. Yet, even in exile, Morgoth's shadow lingered. His lieutenant, Sauron, survived to carry forward his master's legacy of darkness in later ages. Morgoth's influence extended far beyond his imprisonment. His corruption of Arda was so profound that it could never be entirely undone. The scars of his malice are seen in the mortal world's imperfections, from the fear of death to the lingering presence of evil creatures. Moreover, his legacy lived on through Sauron, who rose to power as the Second Dark Lord. Sauron's creation of the One Ring and his dominion over Middle-earth during the Second and Third Ages were direct continuations of Morgoth's work. Morgoth's story is one of ambition turned to corruption, power sought at the expense of harmony. As the prime antagonist of Tolkien's cosmology, Morgoth's actions shaped the world and set the stage for countless tales of heroism and tragedy. His tale serves as both a cautionary narrative and a dark mirror to the nobler aspirations of Arda's heroes, ensuring his place as a pivotal figure in the mythology of Middle-earth. That's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please consider to like and subscribe. It helps me to keep going. Let me know in the comments which subject we should cover next. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.